Do you ever feel like you're doing 99 things right, but then one thing happened that goes wrong, and it's all you can dwell on? Oh, you're not alone if you have felt that way. We Christian women tend to fall into this trap of focusing on a single flaw that overshadows all the good that we are doing. How do you solve this? Well, stay tuned because by the end of today's episode, you're going to learn a couple of simple techniques that will help you to remember to focus on all the good you are doing. Are you a woman who knows God is calling you to something more, but you're unsure where to start or how to grow it into something impactful? You are not alone and you're in the right place. Welcome to the Arise Women of God podcast, a show for Christian women who feel called to shine His light and step into their divine purpose. Each week, you'll hear stories of faithful women, both from the Bible and today, who heard God's voice and chose to say yes, even when it felt uncomfortable or uncertain to step with faith into the unknown. You'll walk away with encouragement, spiritual insight, and practical steps to follow those holy promptings in your own life. So let's arise together as women warriors of light. Let's do it God's way, God's strong. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Arise Women of God podcast. I'm your host, Tamara K. Anderson, and today we are talking all about that battle that we have goes on right between our two ears in our mind. It's focusing on the good we are doing and not just the one thing bad. We're going to have three powerful perspective shifts today that are quick and easy for you to implement. First, you'll see the simple visual trick that minimizes your biggest failures. Second, you'll hear a powerful truth about how the darkness you see in the world is actually proof of Jesus Christ's light. And third, we'll teach how to stop dwelling on negativity through the power of gratitude. Okay, for principle number one, our Women Warriors of Light Advisory Board member, Tiffany Fletcher, shares this beautiful principle called the black dot. In this profound analogy, she teaches us that where we put our focus is critical to our spiritual progress. Take a listen.
I was talking to a religious leader and he was talking about marriage, and he held up this white piece of paper and he put this black dot in the middle of it, and he held it up and he's like, "What do you see?" And I was like, a black dot. He's like, "Yeah, that's what everyone says. They all see the black dot. But the truth is that the white paper is so much greater than that tiny little black dot on it. But we always focus on the things that stick out instead of the things that are there that are already good for us." And so I think that we need to change our perspective and try to see the good in the things that we're doing and give ourselves grace for the things that we aren't. And because I think a lot of time guilt keeps us from doing things, or fear, or that we're not enough, or that we're not good enough. So I think just changing our perspective to see the good that we are doing and to give ourselves grace in what we aren't is really helpful for us as women.
I love that. Thank you so much. The second principle that we wanted to share with you today is the be happy it's gray principle. Here I'm going to let Amy Johnson, another of our Women Warriors of Light Advisory Board members, share with you how she learned this beautiful principle. She shares a powerful conversation with her son that completely changed her perspective on where light is found.
I was kind of mourning the darkness of the world. I said, "It's just so gray. There's just so much bleh." And he said, "Don't you get it, Mom? It's only gray because of Jesus Christ." And I was like, "What?" And he said, "Mom, if there was no Jesus Christ, the whole world would be completely black. So be happy it's gray." And I was like, "Okay, I can be happy it's gray. Good to have you back, bud." Because I think that's the problem, is we see the darkness before we see the light.
Yeah. Or the darkness helps us appreciate the light when we get it again. Right? All right, we're to principle number 3 in our conclusion. It is all about a challenge to practice radical gratitude. And what do you mean by that, Tamara? I'm sure you're wondering. It's an invitation to start a daily inventory of all of the white paper blessings in our lives. By focusing on the majority of the good that we are doing, we minimize the power of the negative and prevent it from derailing our forward momentum, because that's what the adversary wants. He wants to stop your progress. He wants you to focus on that black dot. So my friend, take a piece of paper or a notebook, set it on your nightstand tonight, and write before you go to bed several of the things that you have noticed of the good you are doing today and every day. Practice this radical gratitude, or noticing those white paper blessings and good things in your life. Also, notice how Jesus Christ is showing up for you and how the world isn't completely black for you. Be happy it's gray, and record these things as part of your journey towards focusing on the good. Now, before we go, if you are still struggling with something, perhaps it's a terrible grief, and you're really focusing on that instead of the light and the healing, perhaps you need a therapist or grief counselor. If that's the case, may I recommend one of our Women Warriors of Light endorsed providers, Sandy Falter. She is an amazing certified grief coach who empowers women to heal from heartbreak by equipping them with practical tools, compassionate support, time-tested principles, and faith-based insight. One of the things I love about Sandy is that she has proven by her own experience that you truly can heal from grief through Jesus Christ. So I suggest you check her out if that is what you need to help you move beyond being stuck. You can find Sandy on her website, sandyfalter.com, SandyFalter.com. And while you're there, be sure to check out her free healing workshop or book a free coaching call with her. Thank you for joining us on today's episode. May God bless you to overcome the challenges that we each face, to focus on the positive and not to dwell on the negative. With God's help, nothing is impossible. Thanks for tuning in to the Arise Women of God podcast, brought to you by Women Warriors of Light. If you're feeling unsure how to move forward in your calling, or just tired of doing it alone, visit womenwarriorsoflight.com. You'll find resources, accountability, and a community of women who get it. Sometimes the calling feels bigger than you. That's when you need steady reminders of the powerful God who called you. Subscribe now for weekly inspiration and the courage to keep going, because with Him, nothing is impossible. And you're not the only one God is calling. That friend on your heart right now, share this episode with her. Your small act of obedience could be the breakthrough she's been praying for. Until next time, may you arise, walk God's way, and stand God strong.